Right, the works of the evil one and how people are deceived. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, the coming of the lawless one is by the activity of Satan with all power and false signs and wonders, with all wicked deception for those who are perishing. All the wicked deception for those who are perishing because they refuse to love the truth and so be saved. Now they got deceived because they refused to love the truth. To love the truth. They got deceived because they refused to love the truth and so be saved. Now my theory, okay, my argument is that you cannot stay neutral. You either be deceived or you stay with the truth of God. But you cannot be deceived if you stay with the truth. That is a brilliant idea. You know what it's saying here, the way I understand this 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, you know, the coming of the lawless one is by the activity of Satan with all power and false signs and wonders. Very powerful guy indeed. For those who are perishing. So the evil one can have power for those who are perishing only, not for those who are being saved. In other words, the Antichrist cannot delude the ones that love the truth and protected by the Lord. In other words, there's no way to be deceived and be deceived if you love the Word of God. Those who are not loving the Word of God, the one who are perishing are those who refuse the truth, who refuse to love the truth. And it's not enough to know the truth. You will have to love the truth. What is the truth? Jesus said, if you know the truth will set you free. So what is the truth? The truth is the living Word of God. Everything from the Word of God is the truth. The Word of God is the Bible, which I am speaking and sharing from here right now on this podcast. Okay, so if you refuse to love the Word of God, the Bible, what does it mean? Love means you enjoy it, you delight in it, you don't obey it because you know that if you don't obey it, you'll be doomed. You try to obey it. You got to move from duty and a sense of obligation to obey the truth to loving the truth or delighting the truth. That's why the power of the lawless ones comes with the power of false signs and wonders, okay, to deceive who? To deceive all those who are refusing to love the truth, okay? Those who are perishing. Deception of the lawless one is on those who are perishing. But who are perishing? They are not perishing because they're deceived. No, they perish. They are deceived because they are perishing. Why are they perishing? They are perishing because they refuse to love the truth. Let me say this: it's the Bible, the Word of God, that keeps you from being deceived by the lawless ones. Okay, what is lawless ones? Anything that you see that's lawlessness is the work of the lawless one, the devil. When Adam and Eve were tempted by the devil in the Garden of Eden by the serpent, serpent promised Eve, if you take the fruit, you will be like God. you'll be like God. You know the truth, you know what is good and bad, you'll be like God. And that is such a lie. You will know certain things, but you didn't need that. So Eve fell in the temptation because Eve refused to love the command of God, the truth, which is, what is the truth? The truth is what God told Adam. Don't eat from that fruit. If you eat, you shall die. So because Eve refused to love that command, the devil comes and deceives Eve. Eve was deceived. So that's lawlessness. Let me give you some example of lawlessness today. Now that today's postmodernism say you can find your real self inside of you, not from the community, not from the legacy, not from the tradition, not from the larger community. Whatever you feel like, honey, be who you are. Nike said, just do it. So all this is lawlessness because you want just to do whatever you want to do. Imagine that. If a guy who has evil desire inside his heart, and you're telling the guy just be yourself, follow what is the instinct inside you, that is horrendous. That is lawlessness. Law, the word law here is actually the Torah, the 10 Commandments of God, the Torah. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not bow down to another other God. There's only one God. All right, all these are laws. Worship the Lord your God with all your heart. These are law. Love your neighbor as yourself. That's law. So lawlessness is dismantle everything of the 10 Commandments and the Mosaic law that Moses gave to us, God gave through Moses. Okay, so that is lawlessness. So the spirit of lawlessness will deceive those who are perishing. If you hold on to the Word of God, if you love the truth of the truth, which is the Bible, the Word of God, you will not be deceived. You will be deceived if you don't love the truth, if you don't love the Word of God. So it's either or. There's neither. There's never a in between. You can't have, so I'll have a neutral ground now. There's no such thing. Because it's a very slippery slope. Like Jesus said, those who are not for me is against me. Because Jesus is so polarizing. He demands a yes all the way for him or no all the way against it. That's how it goes. Because if you're not for him, everything is going to collapse. Can imagine. That's why he died on the cross, a horrible death. That's why the judgment of God is so dark, so horrendous that no one can take that. No one can hold it. That's why Jesus took that on the cross and he paid the price. Yesterday, a few days ago, we just celebrated Easter, the resurrection of Christ. The Son of God, Jesus Christ, paid a huge price, died a horrendous death on the cross to save us from being deceived. The cross is the truth. If you don't love the cross, don't love the truth, the devil will deceive. Therefore, God sends them a strong delusion so that they may believe what is false. This complete give over now. You see that? The God sends a delusion on top of the refusal to believe the truth. The guy's completely gone. Pray for God have mercy. In order that all may be condemned who did not believe the truth by pleasure in unrighteousness. Wow, it's like God holding on the people so that they don't fall into delusion, strong delusion, and what is false what's being condemned. That's the result.